Now, I'd like to actually modify, and I'd like just to fillet that back edge on a small radius. I can change the colour a bit later on. Now, if I were to move this, so for example, there, it should move together. So those components should be fixed to one another, and I can click on revert if I move it from the wrong position. Now, if you're not happy, if I take a front view of that, if I want to change the look of this, it's quite easy to do. So let me give you an example. If I go to Sketch, Create Sketch, and I do it on this plane, then I can see the side view of my unit, and I would like to put a small angle. So what I'll do is I'll go to Sketch a Line, and I'm going to start about here. In fact, if I zoom in, I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to cut a slight angle off, and I'll continue. And this is a neat little trick that you can try, and I'll press Stop Sketch. So that sketch is now in the middle, and what I can do is I can create and I can extrude that profile symmetrically so that when I pull, it automatically cuts. See that? So now when I look from that view, I've got this nice angle so that when it points down, for example, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, it focuses the light a bit better. Now, the next part. When I look from the front view, this unit I'd like to tilt down. So if I draw around it and then right click, I can go to move. And you'll notice that I can move it up and down. So if we have a look how far away that is from the origin, that's quite a long way. So I'm going to drag it down a little bit, and I'm going to tilt it so that it faces down a little bit more. So my unit has changed slightly. The next part will be to create something for this to be attached to. So go back, make sure this is activated at the top, go to Create, New Component, and then go to Support. And we are going to create a sketch on this right hand plane. And again, it should turn it sideways. And I'll bring that down so I can just see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to sketch a spline, and the spline could come from here, and I'm going to curve it. And as I curve it round, I'm going to make it go through there, and I'll stop it and press OK. So now I've got this line which I can make into a tube. The easiest way is to go to Create and go to Pipe, and it's asking for a path. Well, you've just created one, and then it asks you for a diameter. So at the moment, if I look at that from my front view, it's a bit chunky. So let's do it in half, 2.5. Maybe a bit slimmer, 2. Yeah. And then press OK. Back to my home view. So now I've got this support, and modify, fillet, just zoom in, and let's just fillet the top. And we know it's 2 millimeters, so if we just type in 1, a bit less, 0.5, there we go. That'll just round off my edge. So let's have a look at that, and let's put it back into render mode, and let's give that let's turn off my origin and let's twist it slightly. There we go. Now we've got a chance to put on a material, and I'm going to go for chrome. So I need a metal and I need a chrome, and I'll just drop that onto the surface and press OK, and then play. You might want to change, make that a bit brighter, 350, and then maybe turn it another direction just to see what reflection you get off the chrome. And then just let that load up so that you get a good quality image, and then we'll show you how to do the base to finish. Just beginning to finish off.